So last episode we played a game and made some more progress on the season, as well as fired our coach. In this one we'll get to play a game against the Hornets and probably sim the rest of the season. That way we can get to the playoffs and stuff like that. Next gen 2k21 is right around the corner, right? So we can hop right in and let me tell you how this game starts off. It is not pretty. We've got a turnover, after turnover, after turnover, after turnover. But despite all that, we aren't down big somehow. But that's not going to stop Mr. Auto-Generated, aka Michael Jordan, from putting them up 11 points. Yeah, I skipped a lot, didn't I? But we just keep missing shots, man. I should have put it back up after the rebound, but instead I took a 3 I thought was less contested than it was. But one connection that is proven to get us buckets, even with the struggling offense, is that Harden-Simmons connection. I really should go to it more. But outside of that, we're still missing shots, even if this one is a bit contested. But Schroeder says he doesn't want us to go out like that and gets some kind of glitchy dribble move to go. He also gets a fast break assist to Simmons, who throws down a dunk to cut the lead to 11 again. But yeah, the first quarter is over and it wasn't very long, but there's a lot more interesting stuff to get to later. We start off nicely though with a defensive play from Biyombo, and on the other end of the fast break, it actually gives Love the opportunity to cut the lead to single digits very early in the second quarter. But 2 free throws and a defensive play later, we're on the fast break with Biyombo trailing for an awkward lob I thought would be a lot cooler. But you can count on more turnovers this game, and that's exactly what we get here. Unfortunately for us, on the other end, it sets Miles Bridges up for a wide open 3. But Schroeder takes the weaker defender Graham off the dribble for a nice layup. Post up Biyombo also isn't going to let us down, and the paint is really where we had our time in this game despite Bam being on this team. Mike Conley comes in the game and immediately makes an impact, cutting the lead to 8 on this layup. We were shooting like 30% at some point, and you can see here that that is clearly no longer the case. But Richardson gets caught on a screen here, and Perkins absolutely drills a 3. But speaking of Mike Conley, even though we weren't talking about him, here he is making a defensive play. And then on the other end, he gets the assist on our layup. But the starters come back in and we actually start to play defense. And then on the fast break, Ben Simmons gets himself an and 1. But despite cutting the lead to 6, Perkins isn't going to be stopped yet and slices through our defense to get a bucket. Things pretty much stay the same after that, to be honest. So we end the second quarter only down 5 despite our extreme amount of turnovers. We stick with the current theme, coming out of halftime, missing our open shots, and then playing very poor transition defense. It's been killing us all game. But Schroeder makes up for it with a full court pass to Simmons for the slam. Kabengele though, he actually hits a 3. Okay, it's a long 2, but he's definitely better than Marvin Bagley, right? But we're still playing defense and still getting some fast break points, at least in the third quarter. James Harden commits a sin and shoots a long 2. At least he made it, I guess. Daryl Morey is probably feeling chest pains right now. But restoring balance in the universe is Schroeder, who finally hits a 3 after like 3 misses. Speaking of Schroeder, look at him distributing the ball to Kabengele to finally give us a lead. After some good defense, we get another fast break. This time it's Simmons to Harden to extend our lead further. Fortunately for us, the Hornets keep missing shots and we get good contests. And we're getting fast break opportunities such as this Kabengele and 1. So things pretty much stay at us having a 4-point lead, and we go into the fourth with a lead. Finally. But let's skip to the interesting part of the fourth quarter, which starts around the 5-minute mark, with Bam getting this and 1 on Harden, giving him the possibility of taking the lead back from us. One thing I'm going to show you is that Thibault has literally missed every single shot he's taken so far, and they've all been wide open 3s. But the Hornets get a couple of free throws and we're down 3. But on the other end, Schroeder jets up the floor to allow for us to get some fast break points, keeping us within 1 point. But 2K cheeses me with a teammate contact and just lets Devontae Graham get a lane to the basket where Schroeder apparently fouls him. I hate this game. So yeah, we're down 4 and it's really just time to run a Harden floppy. And wow, what do you know, it works. Maybe we should run these way more often. But we get our lead back in style with Harden darting a pass over to Simmons for the beautiful slam with a capital S. We're up 1. But unfortunately, on the other end, we've decided that we aren't going to guard the apparent best shooter in the league, so that lead quickly disappears and puts the Hornets up 2 with a few minutes to go. But we'll give Thibault another chance, and crap, he missed again. Then Bam turns into the point guard, and somehow that whole possession ended up with an and one on Simmons. What the heck, man? Then after a messy possession, we give Thibault another chance, and come on, man. You can't make one? Lucky for us, good defense turns into a Simmons fast break for an absolutely beautiful slam. Simmons is not letting us go quietly. Then I give Thibault yet another chance, and yes! Finally, we have a 3 from Thibault. We are all tied up with about a minute to go. Then we get the Harden-Ben connection, and Ben Simmons. Man, he is not playing around today. We take the lead, and the Hornets need a timeout. Schroeder ends up getting some stupid foul that gives the Hornets free throws, but fortunately for us, Perkins misses his little step back here. This is big because on the other end they double Ben and leave Kabengele wide open to put us up 3 points. We might actually complete this comeback. It all depends on this play. We have to get a stop, and Ben Simmons with the block. Our man on offense and defense showed up today. Then after that, they just played the foul game, and we come away with our 27th win of the season, winning 109-102. Looking at the team comparison, it's easy to see why we managed to mount the comeback. Despite shooting 15% from 3, we shot almost 60% from the field and scored 82 points in the paint, and killed them on the defensive glass. We also held them to 45% shooting from the field, even if they did shoot 44% from 3. So, yeah, man, we won this game, and I forgot to grab the box scores because I'm the greatest YouTube person ever. But Ben Simmons had like 29, 5, and 6 with, a block, steal, maybe. James Harden, I think, had a double-double, maybe. But anyway, we had a pretty good game from everybody. But I simmed the rest of the season, and we'll get to the awards next video. Then we can move on to our first round matchup and hopefully get this series wrapped up. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike. And y'all have a good one.